Okay, just to let you know, I asked her for permission to record this, and she says yes.
Yes.
Okay, so my first question is, can you please state your name and role at Campus Risk Solutions?
My name is Elissa-Beth Gross. I'm the CEO and founder of Campus Risk Solutions.
Can you please tell me who you are as an individual exactly?
Okay, so my role, besides my business hat, is as the inventor of the campus incident management system. I am the R&D director of the project.
Why exactly did you create this software?
Foremost because of my interest in violence prevention, young people, and the world that they're going to inherit. I also wanted a central place where communities could log in and solve problems, have some accountability and deadlines. Because really, when you look at threats, the most important thing is the time to respond. Otherwise, the outcomes are worse.
What does your company do?
Campus Risk Solutions is going to be offering infrastructure hardening as a service, which is a fancy way of saying a cloud-based program that's enterprise-wide and that's designed to standardize campus safety and improve community resilience.
Where do you plan on releasing this software? For example, do you
So
plan on releasing it nationally, internationally?
the software is designed to be used at the local, state, and national level. However, it could be used overseas, but there would be certain changes that would have to be made. For example, in the governance, risk, and compliance area, the laws would be slightly different, and a lot of the titles that we use throughout the program would have to be modified.
Gotcha. Can you please provide a basic overview of the software?
So CIMS, or the Campus Incident Management System, has two main components at the core. Those are a model resilient campus blueprint and a method to harden and score the strength of risk-resistant infrastructure. One
Uh,
of its key roles, oh,
go,
okay.
go ahead.
I was just going to add one of its key roles is to identify at-risk, exemplary, and beat the odds campuses in terms of infrastructure.
Gotcha. What is your experience like as the founder and CEO of the company?
Well, I'm too close to the project, so I celebrate every little milestone, and my expectations are very high, so I can't always get what I want, but it's a challenge.
What is your favorite part of your job?
I love the fact that almost every day there's a new dimension to what the risk-resistant infrastructure framework is going to have as part of the body of it. The other thing I find very rewarding is as I tweak the program from a project management standpoint, I discover new efficiencies that can be added, and that I enjoy that.
Very nice. What is your greatest achievement since starting the company, founding the company?
I really feel it is in the model and the method. It gives a comprehensive common operating picture to the users. It makes the discovery of security gaps easier to identify, understand, and to act on.
How does this product compare to other solutions that came before?
In relation to CIMS, they are fragmented approaches to security. They don't require stakeholders to adopt the national preparedness goal. They don't provide a living system to capture lessons learned, and they don't evolve and integrate a consensus gold standard for resilience, working across domains and across the public and private sector.
So far, who have you worked with to further your cause as a representative of your company?
Okay, so our internal team is a small group that gives me the technical support and marketing. Externally, we have presented to, interviewed, and taken guidance from legislators, university administrators, school board members, the Judicial Circuit Court, law enforcement groups, accelerators, and subject matter experts. And my favorite conversations have been with a retired U.S. Army general, a former FEMA administrator, and a senator that is a war hero.
Oh, that's cool. If possible, can you please estimate how long it would take to bring the product to completion?
Okay. Given the right amount of capable architectural and software engineering support, we're about 8 to 12 months out from the minimum viable product.
Hmm. If possible, can you please estimate how much money this product would save campuses each year?
Okay, so this depends on how many work units they choose to implement. Off the bat, having a reference standard will mean that there's less noncompliance and less inappropriate purchases. They'll gain right off the top many free solutions that they may not have otherwise considered. And right now, just to give a use case example, we're working on um, a study of food waste and how food waste can be turned into money and also help communities as it comes out of universities, for example, out of stadiums and cafeterias.
Hmm. What is it like to run a startup company?
It uses all of your education, business experience, creativity, and waking hours.
As the founder and CEO of the company, who do you plan on working with in the future?
Okay, so once the software is ready for pilot, we want to have our early adoption community be a university. This will really help mature the model and make it more scalable.
All right. How important is it for your company to get this product on the market?
Well, the US lacks a universal standard to secure campuses and respond to threats. This makes campuses and their surrounding communities less safe. CIMS is designed to reduce the number and severity of incidents and to minimize reliance on limited lifeline resources. Without CIMS, the efforts to close security gaps are siloed and duplicitous. People wait for a cavalry that might not be coming. And here's a key sticking point with me. So this great dangerous misconception about what the risks actually are, and if you look at high frequency, low impact costs, which we tend to gravitate towards, we're really not addressing the top concerns that our nation says that are facing Americans. So more alignment with the federal vetted programming and also laws and policies when they come out before a consensus standard is hashed out. There's again more confusion and waste. So I think critically important.
Gotcha. Where do you see this product going in the future?
Ultimately, we would like to certify reasonable care campuses that have successfully hardened their infrastructure. Right now, in the short term, to get the minimum viable product, build the support modules and complete the databases, the auditing function, add an online training center. And then we want to start building apps and really one key app that will be for secondary users that will also communicate with the main website.
I think you just answered my next question too. Where do you see your company going in the future?
Okay, well, um, I envision KIMS being encapsulated in a academic, government, industry alliance. I want it to have, to become institutionalized and to have longevity.
Hmm. What makes this product unique?
The fact that it's one solution to protect people, the natural and built environment, assets, and information, and also one solution to address threats regardless of type, cause, or intended target.
Hmm. Are there any plans for future modifications to the product?
Okay, so software is notorious for changes and updates, but that's expected. And in terms of Kim's resilience framework, it has to keep pace with is a digital twin of the threat landscape. And so therefore the solutions also have to keep up with that. So it's a model in motion, and the local users will also be allowed an opportunity to make enhancements to it. So
Hmm. Um, are there any plans for another product of this type in the future?
I certainly hope not. This has been over 10 years in the making and it's not finished, so this will be it.
All right. Is there a possibility that this product could create jobs in the future?
KIMS, I believe, will create jobs and enhance jobs because it provides students with real world learning experiences, critical thinking, and decision making skills. I envision students graduating with the ability to seed risk-resistant infrastructure back in their hometowns and on other campuses. If we can figure out how they can graduate with a seat on the, software license.
Hmm. Do you see your product as an asset for others?
Um, yes, in terms of what I just said, really, it's the graduating with it, and also in terms of being a campus administrator, for example, and being able to feel more assured that you can consistently deliver and accurately document the provision of reasonable care, especially when most administrators are not security professionals and they have conflicting duties, and the labor market is
Hmm.
tight right now. So spreading this burden is also another way to help.
Gotcha. Do you see your company do you see your company as an asset for others?
I do, because unwanted incidents come at a high societal and economic cost. Just to name a handful of areas in terms of attracting quality teachers and students and donors, uh, retention rates, enrollment. On the legal side of things, those costs, the cost of insurance premiums, so much goes into it, business prospects, reputation. So I think that it will help in those areas.
And finally, how much do you enjoy your work?
I like this question. Um, my life and my work are inseparable. If my career was in the education sector, I would have assumed that you cannot standardize campus safety. So I feel like Kim's picked me, and it requires my combination of skills. Amelia Earhart said, never interrupt someone doing what you said couldn't be done. So I love my work and I look forward to surprising naysayers and supporters.
And I hope you do. I really do.
Thank you, Gunnar. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. It's been
Bye
quite.
now.
Uh, Thank you for your time, and I appreciate it. And I will let you know how this comes out.
Okay, please keep in touch.
I will. Thank you again.
Bye bye. Bye bye now.
Bye bye.